Hi team, I thought I'd jump on and do a video blog in regards to the club series that we're joining in with Triathlon Victoria as part of some of our races that we're doing as the CPC Cup as well. So I did mine earlier and it was actually quite complicated if you haven't joined this before, and it is a little bit more than just having a Zwift account. So I thought I'd do a video blog so I can step you through it. Now what you'll do, one is to do it from your desktop, so try not to do it from a phone, and you will need your Zwift profile. So hopefully by now everyone's got a Zwift account, so you just need to go to zwift.com, log in there. Now I've done mine earlier, so I'm actually just doing Aaron's as a way to show you again, because I figured out that I can't show you when I've already connected mine up. So essentially what we're doing is we're connecting your Zwift account, which is what most of you are already currently using, to something that's called Zwift Power, which is what Zwift use to create the events that they have. You can register and log separate information into that. That's where they do leaderboards and that sort of thing. So it's like a third party that talks to Zwift, and it's called Zwift Power. So we're trying to talk our Zwift account to Zwift Power, so we can join Triathlon Victoria events that they've got going on and join the leaderboard, etc. So you want to log in. Now, what we're trying to get from our profile is what's called a Zwift ID. Now, there's a couple of ways to find it. You can log in, click on there on where they're just me, and we just want to bring up one of your last rides that you've done. So you can click on a previous ride. So there's two ways to grab it, so I'll just show you both ways in case you have problems on one way. Once your last activity comes up, click on that little icon there. That'll bring up this screen. Now hover over download fit file, hover over it, and then what you'll find down here is a big long words and numbers, and the one we're looking for, sorry it's not coming up great in my phone, it's the 6-digit number that will come after PROD slash, and then it's a 6-digit number. Sorry, I don't think you can actually see it very well in my phone, but you'll be able to see it on yours. It's the 6 digits that come after PROD slash. Okay, write that number down. If you're having troubles there, another way to find it is going to your documents on your computer, click on Zwift, CP, and then there is your Zwift user ID. So it's that same 6-digit number that you would have just seen before, but if you want to just double check, that's what it is. Now I've got 2 here because I've used a previous profile. Just check the date, you'll notice that that's the most recent one there, so that will be your ID. So write that number down, you will need it as we go on. Now what we need to do is go to Zwift Power. So going to zwiftpower.com. Now we need to create a profile in this. So just clicking over the right hand side, and we want to register and popping in your details so you can read terms and conditions there, agree to those terms. So essentially agreeing, the data that comes in there that they're going to utilize it. Create a username. Now it doesn't have to be the same as your Zwift username. So creating a username, pop in your email address. I did it so it was the same as my Zwift email, but I don't think it matters. As I said, they're 2 independent platforms that just talk to each other. Select your time zone. So just making sure, so what are we, 10:14. 10:14 and your time zone. So just making sure your time zone's correct there. Pop in your little, making sure you're not a robot. Okay. Oh. Saying Aaron's already got one in use. I'll try another one. Okay, so that's got you registered. Now you want to click on connect at the top there. And now what we have to do is, oh, sorry, that didn't log me in. So I have to just go back over here and log in. So just make sure that that had actually logged you in. So when you've registered, you actually then need to click login. So click on connect. And this is where we want to put that 6-digit number that you wrote down before. And click enter, and that's going to search for your ID. So for your Zwift, and then hopefully over this side. Takes a little while to do a search. Hopefully that will come up. Sorry, there was one other thing that we had to do. Going back to your Zwift, so if yours didn't come up, so if it's saying here at the moment, cannot find rider with that Zwift ID, jump back into your Zwift account, go into your profile, and this I learnt by trial and error. Go to connections. So this is where we're asking Zwift to talk to Zwift Power. So scroll down, so that's the Zwift Power icon, and you want to click opt in. Okay, so that should then come up. So it's basically saying we give permission for Zwift to talk to Zwift Power. So you can now see that that one's highlighted. So save that. Hopefully that automatically saves. All right, now go back to Zwift Power. Sorry for jumping around everywhere here. Enter that 6-digit ID again and enter, and hopefully it comes up this time. Perfect. So now what it's done, it is produced a 4-digit number. So here, write that number down. So your unique 4-digit number. Now what you have to do, go back into your profile in Zwift. So over to here, if it's not already there, my profile. And now you need to type that 4-digit number at the end of your surname. Okay, so type in the 4-digit number there, save that. Now go back to Zwift Power. It does say to give it a few moments, but you can just try. Connect my account. And we are connected. Okay, now what needs to do, go to Teams. Down here, all teams, you want to scroll across to the right, type in Triathlon Victoria. Search for Triathlon Victoria. And here we go, it's come up. Do you want to click on it? And that will request for you to join the Triathlon Victoria team. That request goes to TriVic, they approve it, and then you will come up on that list. So these are all the people at the moment that have registered. Click, so on that right hand side, if you just missed that, there was a green button that you needed to click and say join Triathlon Victoria. So just make sure you do click that, and you should come up. You have been added pending the queue in TriVic. So as I said, that'll go to TriVic, and they will check you in their system. Now you want to go back to your Zwift profile. And the last thing you need to do, you can take that number out of your profile, but now what you need to do is just to add the letters CPC to the end of your surname, because then that makes sure that you're clearly visible in your profile when you're in the event. Save those changes. You can log out and you are done. Hopefully you and I will get confirmation that you're registered in their event. I'll double check and I'll be sent a list later on in the week, but hopefully by tomorrow, once they approve that, you'll see your name come up here in the list in Zwift Power. All right, thanks team. Let me know if you have any problems with that after going through it. Thanks, bye.